Love it or hate it, boAt's rise to glory is no joke. Such is the popularity of the brand, and the brand value has been increasing so much that they have A-lister celebrities from the field of Bollywood, music and cricket endorsing their products. We have big names like Kartik Aaryan, KL Rahul and of course Nazi as well. Apart from that, boAt is also the official audio partner for one of the most popular music festivals in India, Sunburn. Now, while that is great for marketing purposes of boAt, the brand, what matters to us here at Mr. Phone is of course the product, and this is the boAt Airdopes 511 V2. Really bad name for a product, but again, that doesn't matter, because what matters is if this budget truly wireless earphones are actually better than the ones out there in the market for the same price. Hi, I'm Ershad from Mr. Phone, and let's get down to our review of the boAt Airdopes 511 V2. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever Mr. Phone puts out an awesome new tech video. Confession time, half the reason I called the product in for review was because it looked so good. Take the puck-shaped case for example. It is made entirely of matte plastic and feels extremely nice to touch. The bronze accents and text is possibly the best secondary color used on a product in this price category. It makes it look more premium than it actually is. In fact, the bronze accents and logo design extends to the back portion of the earbuds as well. There are 4 LED indicators on the front that show how much charge is left in the case. In this case, you can see that there is full charge left in the case, and the only bummer is the micro USB port on the rear though. Considering the TrueK Fit Pro offers Type-C charging for just rupees 999, I'm not going to spare any manufacturer that only offers micro USB in 2020. Moving on, the most attractive and cool design element of the case has to be the lid. This round sheet of plastic slides and rotates out of the way to reveal the earbuds inside. I have to admit this is very unique. However, considering you might be opening and closing the lid often, I'm wary of the longevity of such a thin sheet of plastic. Anyway, you can easily open and close the lid with one hand in a single sweeping motion, and taking the buds out of the case is also easy. By the way, the buds sit snugly inside with tight, strong magnets keeping it intact. Therefore, these don't fall out of the case even if I try to push them out of the case like this. Look at this. Now, the earbuds are made of plastic and they have an attached tube to make it go inside your ears and form a tight seal. I could find a good fit with the bundled ear tips and it stays put as well. boAt claims a never drop design, and to a certain extent I can attest to that fact. In this STEM form factor, the Airdopes 511 V2 offers one of the most assured seals I've achieved till date. It should stay on in your ears during runs. And for what it is worth, these also come with IPX4 rating for protection from splashing water. Now, the boAt Airdopes 511 V2 uses a now common Bluetooth 5.0 standard for connecting to the phone. I had a rock solid connection and it stayed stable for 10 meters easily. The buds have a multifunction button on the rear, and this is a physical button. A single click plays or pauses music and also accepts an incoming call. Long press the MFB or the multifunction button for 2 seconds during a call, rejects it. While you don't get volume controls, you can double press the MFB on the left earbud to go to the previous track, or take a look at this, alright, and you can double press the right one to go to the next track. Long pressing either one of the MFB on the earbud actually brings up the Google Assistant. Now, boAt claims 6 hours of charge on the earbuds and 24 hours on the case. In my testing, playing music at 100% volume, I got 6 hours, 24 minutes of playback, actually exceeding the expectations. This is really good battery life for its price category. Now, the Airdopes 511 V2 uses the AAC codec, like you can see out here, for relaying music to your ears. The passive isolation on account of the fit is pretty good, and these earbuds can get fairly loud too. Coming to the sound signature, I can only describe it as dull, drab and messy. The first song I threw was an easy pop tune that shouldn't trouble most earbuds out there. But God, the boomy low end and the terrible bass decay in Lauf's I Like Me Better was off-putting to say the least. In California Kids by Weezer, the cymbals sounded so thin and feeble. The treble response is almost non-existent if you ask me. There is no dynamic range whatsoever to the sound, despite the fact that Arithmophobia by Animals as Leaders is actually recorded really well. Despite that, I couldn't hear any dynamic range whatsoever. Most songs sounded like a jumbled mess of instruments. Plus, the bass attack had a major issue with timing and always felt like it was missing a beat in a song like Mirza by Nuclear. The mids and as a result the vocals were alright, but then again it wasn't good enough to save the Earbuds 511 V2 from sounding like cheap 50 rupee throwaway earphones that you pick up from a railway station. I'm majorly disappointed with the sound. Forget using these for critical listening, you can't even listen to them for having fun. In the end, it is really poor sound quality. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. Coming to the call quality, the dual mics, I don't know if you can actually see them out here, but there are these two holes out here. They actually help. My voice sounded really clean and crisp to the opposite party, which is definitely a good thing. However, the environmental noise was exaggerated on my end. You can also use a single earbud for calls if you wish. Anyway, listen to this audio recording to judge the call quality for yourself.
मेरे को इतनी ज़्यादा आवाज़ आ रही है, ऐसा इतना ज़्यादा disturbance आ रहा है. Oh my god! Did a bird just make a noise right now?
Dude, birds are constantly chirping, to be honest, out there.
But तू जब दूसरे इसमें से मतलब when we were testing the other products, that time the bird chirping wasn't obvious at all. Like it gently cut it out.
Yeah, true.
Now I can hear it like extremely clearly. Not extremely clearly, probably even louder than your voice.
Okay, how about now? I'm inside now.
Yeah, it's better, way better actually.
So overall, the boAt Airdopes 511 V2 actually hits a lot of boundaries and sixes, but fails to win the match. Now, that is because you get a really good design, a really attractive design, which is also fit in a sturdy case, and apart from that you get good call quality. You also do get good battery life as well, and a rock solid Bluetooth connection. Having said that, it fails at the one most important parameter for testing audio products, and that is the sound quality. I was not a fan of the sound signature. In fact, I would suggest cheaper alternatives such as the Oppo W11, the Redmi earbuds as the Realme Buds Q, and the Petron Bass Buds Pro over the boAt Airdopes 511 V2 for sure, especially when it comes to sound quality. Having said that, if you guys do want a pair of earphones or a truly wireless earbuds just for making Zoom calls, or just because you think that the design looks good, then these won't disappoint. But I think that would make it a one-trick pony. So what do you guys think of the boAt Airdopes 511 V2? Do let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Ershad from Mr. Phone signing off. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.